Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Mr. Hussein Mwasapi. So in this video we'll be looking at a brief explanation of what we call ketogenesis. Alright, so before we begin, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's get to it. So now, how best can we understand ketogenesis? So let's be mindful that this is the metabolic pathway occurring primarily in the mitochondrial matrix of the liver cells, where acetyl-CoA, derived from fatty acids, P oxidation, is converted into the ketone body acetoacetate, B hydrobutyrate, and acetone, especially during prolonged fasting or starvation, or rather just uncontrolled diabetes. Now, I know this might not sound so great, but let us look at a scenario or an analogy. All right, let's say we have glucose, we have fats, we have the liver, and the brains, or rather just our body. So in this case, let us try and create a body emergency generator. Let us assume that the glucose is the main electricity. In my country, the main electricity, we always talk about Zesco. So let's imagine glucose is the main electricity, the main power supply, the primary energy. Now let us consider the fats to be the stored diesel. Which is the alternative energy. Then let us try and analyze the liver to be, since it's in between, let us consider it to be the generator. Now, this guy will convert this diesel to electricity. And now let's look at the brain of the body as the appliances. So in this case, we have the glucose, which is the main electricity, the fats, which is the stored diesel, the liver, which is the generator, and the brain or the body, the appliances. Now let's look at this scenario. Let's say that the main electricity, which is the glucose, fails. Now when this happens, what happens? The generator will convert, or the generator will kick in. When the main electricity fails, the generator kicks in as an alternative converter, using the stored diesel, which are the fats, to produce emergency electricity. That emergency electricity are what we are calling or referring to as the ketones. Then when that emergency electricity is produced, which are the ketones, the appliances such as the brain and the body will keep running. So the best way you can actually remember this is just try and visualize it in this way. Glucose, its primary function is that it's an energy source. The fats are the alternative energy sources. Let's look at the liver to be as a converter of fats to ketones, and the brain and the body being the ones using the ketones for energy when glucose is basically low. So remember that the main electricity fails, the generator kicks in, using the stored diesel, producing ketones, the brain and the body using it when there is low glucose. Alright, thanks for watching, and remember, so just before you become a statistic, let's try and push for that A+.